Kia ora friends, I'm Carmel from New Zealand, and this lesson is all about breathing. So I'm going to explain why you want to be in the 5% of people who breathe consciously. I'm going to explain the reasons why this can benefit you, and then I'm going to demonstrate 3 really easy techniques that harness quantum energy and enable you to essentially expand your power and expand your peace and expand your creativity. Firstly, why breathe? Well, it's obvious. Try not breathing for 30 seconds or not breathing for 1 minute. And by 3 minutes, most of us will be red in the face and gasping. We have a word for this down here in Aotearoa. So we use aroha, and it not only means love, but it means abundance of breath. And the gratitude for life that comes from breathing is just something we all take for granted. You may not know that about 5% of the world, of the human population, breathe consciously. And by consciously, I mean you're just aware that you're actually breathing. You are just aware and grateful for the gift of breath. And consciously, you are using this breathing. And why would you want to do that? Well, if you breathe consciously, you can make use of the 99.9999999% space dust that is in every single one of your cells, in the tiniest particles of your cells, in the tiniest particles of matter. There's more space. There is almost an infinite amount of space. So breathing takes you into that space. So the other reason why you want to breathe consciously is so that you get instant energy, because energy, unlimited energy, is available to you, but only when you breathe consciously. And as I said, it's about 5% of the human population who are breathing consciously. And the most important reason to breathe consciously is to shift resistance, is to shift stuckness in your body. It is to get all the free flowing quarks and gluons that are your vibrating space dust moving and bringing you into new states of awareness. So if you stay with a shallow breath holding on, you'll be stuck in the programs that you have literally been running since you were a very small child. So there is healing power in breathing. There is extra energy in conscious breathing. And breathing itself is consciousness. If you like this little demonstration, please hit the like button. The breaths that we will go through today, we've got 3. The first one is the healer's breath, and this really enables you to connect in all parts of the physical and the non-physical together and merge through your beautiful body. The second breath that we'll go into is a toxicity. It's a clearing breath, so to get rid of that stale resistance. And then the third and last breath that I'll demonstrate is how to essentially bring more psychic power or more extrasensory awareness into your mind, and to really zhuzh up your brain. Our minds can get very stuck in old patterns, so when we bring more energy, more breath, more air into our brains, we have enhanced abilities either to think or to sense or to perceive, or really just to feel better. The first breath, the healer's breath, I'm going to turn side on so that you can see me demonstrate this. We're going to be dragging the air from Papatūānuku, the earth, and we're going to combine with Ranginui, the Sky Father. So another way of describing this is drawing up from the ground, not so much the floor, but the ground, right from the earth, which is centering you into the magnetics of the earth and drawing on that huge magnetic power and then drawing the air through your body, bringing in calm and releasing tension. And we're going to receive from our higher authority, or your higher authority, however you like to describe that, with whatever words you use to describe the infinite field source, all that is. Everyone has a different view of this, and there's no right or wrong. It's just what matters to you, Super Manifester. So draw down and then bring that life-giving energy through your body and all the way down into the ground. So with this breath, I want you to concentrate on breathing in calm and releasing tension. So breathing in creativity and more light. Or you may see it as bringing in healing, receiving love. When you bring the breath up or down, make sure you center in your heart and give your heart some love as well. Okay, here we go. So when we start that breath again, be conscious that you're drawing from the earth, Papa Tōnaku. She's very forgiving and very loving. Here we go. Up above and releasing down. Keep going while I explain. You keep going. You really want to be aware of dragging that breath all the way through every cell in your body as you go up and up and up, and then coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. We'll do it again with you. Here we go. We'll do one more, and this time I really want you to expel all of the air that is in the last or the bottom part of your lungs to ground yourself. Do it again, breathing in. It's great. So a variation on this is you can breathe in the air and then you can hold for a count of 4 or 6. It's up to you. And then drag it back down again. When you hold, think about your heart expanding all the way around you and creating this huge field of attraction and vibration. So we'll just try that as well. Breathing in from Papa Tōnaku, Mother Earth. Here we go. And we're going to hold here. Release. Okay. So that is the sweeping breath. If it helps you when you're beginning to learn that breath, think of the centering and drag the energy literally with your hands. Combine, hold, and drag down and let all the tension go into the ground, remembering to capture the breath at the bottom of your lungs. It's so, 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 so important. Okay, so that is the sweeping breath, and you would use the sweeping breath for all sorts of pain relief, for grounding. The second breath that we're going to go into is the toxicity clearer, and this breath is, we're going to breathe through our nose and release through our mouth. And you can do this anywhere. You could do it sitting at your desk, or you could do it just before you walking into a meeting, and it really just helps you to release all of your faulty thinking, although that fear, uncertainty, lack and doubt thinking. So we'll breathe in for 4 and we'll breathe out for 8, and that'll really amplify that. Here we go. See how you feel? It enables you to shake off a lot of resistance, a lot of tension, and it will make you feel calmer just after a few of those. So the last breath, and this is really, really good if you're sitting somewhere at about 3 p.m. in the day and you're feeling a little bit tired. This is a great alternative to coffee. It's great before you go into your meditation in the morning or in the evening because it brings this greater sense of the universal, and it will bring more breath and more air into your brain and give your brain cells a bit of a charge up. It's very similar to the last breath, except we're breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose. And try if you can to make this equal. We'll do 5 of these because this is quite amazing. If you are watching this and you feel like closing your eyes, I'd like to suggest that that's going to really help you. Okay, here we breathe in for 4. All of your superpowers should have showed up with that. That is one of my favorite breaths because it brings so much more awareness into my mind when I practice that. So those are the 3 breaths. We had the sweeping breath, we had the toxicity clearance breath, and we had the brain charging breath there. And the last thing I wanted to add, really, there are no rules. Just experiment with this breath. Experiment how breath and receiving breath is in your body because, as I said, 5% of the population actually breathe consciously. So just you being conscious of how amazing breath is will make you feel better in your body and in your life. And as I said, it can give a great charge to your brain. If you liked this little demonstration, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, or send me a comment. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Reach out and send me an email if you've got some suggestions around breathing or you've got some questions. I love to connect with people around embracing all of that universal power that is within you. Thank you, my friends. Kia ora.